I would go with my personal hero, the Macho Man Randy Savage. If I could be anybody, that would be who I would be. I would do the spandex. Yeah, that's right. I would talk that way. I'd probably go a little bald with cowboy hat. That was me, personally. So.
Holy moly, I figured it'd be something WWE. That's WWF, son.
That is WWF.
Yeah, that's old school.
Good stuff.
Oh, that's a good one, man. I never really thought about that. Blake, have you ever thought about that?
Yeah, it'd probably be Mephibosheth.
Mephibosheth. Spell that.
Mephibosheth.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
You're so spiritual.
It's hard enough for people to say Canterbury.
Yeah.
So if you throw something else in, like, I want to confuse people as much as possible.
You do. I've heard you preach.
Yeah. That's hurtful. That's hurtful.
That is painful.
You know what? I would probably change my. Actually, I named my son Ethan because of. I'm gonna get nerdy because of Mission Impossible. Ethan Hunt. I thought it was like one of the most awesome. Like, I don't know. It was just Ethan Hunt, and I was like, Ethan, yes. And so I actually named my son Ethan because of that.
Did you ever play the Mission Impossible games?
No, I'm not a nerd. I'm just kidding. I played every other game. No, that's probably either that or William, which my wife made fun of me like crazy because William to me is like a strong name, like William Wallace and William like.
But you turned out to be Chris.
I turned out to be Chris.
The William Wallace thing.
Yeah, you know, my wife was like, William, that's such a nerdy name. I'm like, whoa, like they're gonna call him Bill. I'm like, oh, okay.
So have you given an answer yet?
No.
You just dodged 10 minutes.
I dodged
a bunch of names. It's like, I'm just gonna start naming names that come to my head.
When my wife and I were trying to figure out what to name our son, I came up with Isaiah Blue.
Wow.
And I really she would never let me name any of our children that. But if I could change my name, it would be Isaiah Blue because you can be successful at anything. Like, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Isaiah Blue. You can be a musician, you can be an athlete, you can be an author, you can.
So the One Network's comprised of, man, there's quite a few churches in here. I know right here we're representing Olivet, Harvest, Broadway, but Angus Church is involved. There's
Word of Life.
The Crosspoint's
There's
involved.
that Dig It.
Yeah, Crosspoint's involved. There's multiple other churches that are involved in the Alliance, Fisher Baptist, stuff like that. We do two meetings, two corporate services together, correct? Am I right on that? So we do our Solute Bowl event, we do our baccalaureate event together. We do other things variously throughout the year, but
those are the big focused.
we put our
events,
energy into.
Yeah.
So, and the idea of the One Network really is that we're better as a team.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
We've got to do this together. So,
well, it gives us an opportunity for the community to see the students serving. Like the students are out front. Like, it's not, and we try to make that a point where we're not just leading them, but we're kind of we support them. Yeah, we empower them to lead. We support them, and the community sees that. Kind of bridge that gap where people see that students aren't just the consumeristic generation. They do want to serve, and gives them that opportunity to do so.
And we've seen it in our city manager even had multiple conversations with her where she has said that the student ministries, the students of this community, of our youth ministries and the youth ministries in the One Network have led the way in a lot of different efforts in the community and civic duty and stuff like that. So it's been really actually a powerful thing to see the government of our community look to the churches and look to the youth groups, honestly, as a resource and a way to help.
Well, it's just like we were talking about earlier, too. I mean, I think it's good for them to see us working together and us, being friends and being able to be okay with coming together, because the more they see us interact, the more they see us, then they're going to be at school, because it's so easy for, this is my church, this is your church, this is, and so at school they connect with just each other. But if they see us connecting with each other, then my students, quote unquote my students, will start connecting. Oh, okay, they go to Matt's church, well, they get along, we can get along. And so I think it'll build that network in the schools that then one person becomes 100 people real easy, And
so. I think too, it's extremely healthy to have a group of ministers, whether like One Network is youth ministers, Ministerial Alliance is all kinds of pastors that get together. That's extremely healthy for your community. Again, that corporate, we're all in this together. It's not about an individual mission. It's about the lead mission of the church as a whole, and keeping that in the forefront.
Say amen.
And but it helps us to reiterate that back in our individual ministries when they are able to see it played out throughout the year.
Well, it's like the strand of three chords.
Yeah, okay.
I look at the church, the family, the school, and we have an opportunity to bring all of those three things together, and that is what strengthens a community.
Yeah.
When the churches are functioning the way that God has called us to function, the schools are honoring Him, and the family is honoring Him, and so we have an amazing opportunity to reach out and to cross those lines. Kind of what you were talking about a few years ago. The whole theme was the United, and we had shirts made, and it was really cool for students. Because they're walking through life and they're thinking, man, I'm all by myself. Like, I'm the only one that deals with what I'm dealing with,
Right.
Yeah.
and I'm the only one that's trying to be a Christian in my class, or I'm the only one that's trying to follow Christ. But they see all these United shirts, and they, it's like, oh, well, man, there's a brother, or there's a sister,
Right.
there's somebody that I can connect with, and I can plug in with, and we have an opportunity to bring that together. And I think it's really cool.
I think too, we understand as ministers that even if our student comes to like everything that we do, we get them like an hour a week.
Yeah.
Like good time with them, we get maybe an hour a week. And so the ability to do more things together and for them to see that ministry is not just about what goes on in our church building and your walk.
It's not just on Sundays and Wednesdays.
It's not just on Sundays and Wednesdays. There's 168 hours in a week. And maybe we get to invest in one of those hours, and then they're able to experience other believers at school that they saw at one of our One Network rallies or whatever it may be, just to be able to expand that view of it's not about the building, it's about the body,
Yeah.
and we just want to
That's good.
honor that. So.